People say a mother's love is unconditional. They're wrong. I spent 20 years building a life for my daughter, only to realize I was nurturing a monster who enjoyed watching me bleed. I used to think I'd die for my daughter, Clara. Now, I wouldn't even cross the street to say hello. It sounds cold. It sounds heartless. But let me tell you about the night the light went out for good. Clara was always difficult. As a toddler, she'd break her toys just to see me cry. As a teen, she'd steal my jewelry and tell me I was losing my mind. I made excuses. She's just hurt, I'd say. She's going through a phase. But the phase never ended. It just got expensive. She's 24 now. For the last 3 years, she's lived in our guest house, rent-free. My husband and I worked double shifts to pay off her credit card debts, thinking we were helping her get on her feet. Then, 6 months ago, my husband David was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Our world collapsed. We needed every penny for his treatments. We needed peace. We needed support. I sat Clara down and explained the situation. I told her we had to sell the guest house to pay for David's surgery. I expected tears. I expected an "I'm sorry, Mom." Instead, she laughed. "So, because Dad's sick, I have to be homeless?" she asked, her voice flat. "That's so selfish of you." I was stunned. I thought it was a joke. It wasn't. Over the next month, while David was losing his hair and his strength, Clara started a legal battle. She found a loophole in the deed, a gift tax error from years ago, and sued us for the guest house. She wanted to evict her dying father from the property he'd built with his own hands. But that wasn't even the worst part. The night before David's surgery, I went to the guest house to beg her to stop. I found her in the living room throwing a party. There were strangers everywhere, drinking our wine, laughing. I saw Clara standing by the fireplace holding David's old watch, the one his father gave him. She was showing it to some guy, laughing about how much she could get for it on eBay. I looked into her eyes. I didn't see my baby. I didn't see a troubled girl. I saw a void. I didn't scream. I didn't even get angry. I just felt this strange, heavy silence wash over me, like a candle being snuffed out in a dark room. I walked back to the main house, sat by David's bed, and realized I didn't love her anymore. The woman in that house was a stranger who shared my DNA. We won the court case eventually. We sold the house. David is in remission now, thank God. But Clara, she sends me emails every week asking for money, calling me a bad mother to anyone who will listen. I don't even delete them anymore. I just don't feel anything when I see her name. People ask me how I could stop loving my child, but they never ask how she could stop being one. Have you ever reached a breaking point with someone you loved? Share your story below and subscribe for more.